7:14 now. The new Children's Museum in West Hartford offers hands-on fun with science and nature for younger kids and their families. The museum offers something for everyone, from exhibits and demonstrations to a wildlife sanctuary, a planetarium, and even, right now anyway, a King Tut exhibit. Here to tell us more about the Boy King and so much more, the president and CEO of the museum, Bob Griesmer. Before we talk about King Tut, talk about the museum and what makes it unique.
Well, you know, it actually is one of the most unique institutions in the country. It's one of the few children's museums that has a 40-foot dome planetarium. We've hands-on interactives. We have a wildlife sanctuary with boa constrictors and bunny rabbits. And all kinds of cuddly animals that interact with children. We have the first preschool in the country. We have a preschool on our campus. So we actually, the new Children's Museum is not actually very new. We're 85 years young.
That's new to some people.
It was founded in 1927. And additionally, we have another campus out in Canton with 165 acres and 5 miles of walking trails and a small museum out there, which has got extraordinary programming and very, very high-level exhibits. So we're really proud of it. It's a real jewel of the West Haven community and the region and the state, for that matter.
I can say I've been there myself and quite enjoyed my visit. Being a big kid myself, we just saw some exteriors of the property there, but now we're going to talk about the King Tut exhibit, and let's look at some pictures while you explain this, because this is only in town for the time being, right?
That's right. Well, we really want to get everybody out this vacation, the holiday vacations. The children should come out. What you're seeing there on screen is that gold canister in the back is where the Egyptians would put the organs of the body, the liver, the intestines, the heart, and they would put them in jars through when they did the mummification process. This is really an exquisite mind-boggling kind of exhibit. The children are in awe of it. We have plenty of things for the children to do as well. A lot of content. A lot of the parents are saying, "Gee, we have to come back without the kids."
Yeah, right.
Because it's really quite extraordinary. Here, this is a really good example of that. That table that you see in the center is actually, the staff was very clever. They had an air hockey table, and the kids can make boats and sail their boats down the Nile River. There's a place off with an archaeological dig in the background there. Off to the right of the image that you're seeing is a dress-up area with mirrors where the kids can dress up as princesses and pharaohs and kings. And they love it. It's a 5,000 square foot exhibit. It's going to be here through May, but we're very proud of this. And as you can see from the images that you're seeing on screen, this is truly you know, a stunning exhibit. And there's no glass in front of it. We tell people to touch with their eyes only. But these replicas are made out of onyx and high-end materials. It's really an incredible, stunning, visually stunning.
So the kids love it, even though it's not made of like the kids' paper mache, that kind of stuff. And again, with the interactivity, all those things you just mentioned, the costumes as well as the sailing of the boats down the river. This is interesting too, because when I think about it, even from when I was a kid, if I went to, let's say, the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, and the mummy exhibit always has been my favorite place up there. And it's because there's some fascination with, this is more than 3,000 years ago that King Tut lived, and he was a boy king, so kids want to go, oh, I want to rule something, right? But from the museum's perspective, why King Tut and why now?
Well, I'll tell you why King Tut, because we're trying to communicate to the community that this institution is in a process of evolution and change. And I thought that bringing in a blockbuster exhibit like this would be a good way to communicate the message that we're just not a children's museum. We're in transition. The philosophy of our institution is that when you bring your child to a museum like this, you don't have to subordinate your own enjoyment to that of the child, which
you don't drop them off.
Or when you're standing there, you need to enjoy it as well.
Exactly,
so we're broadening our demographic. You know, a lot of 9 and 10-year-olds will say, I don't want to go to the kids' museum, Mom. And we don't want that to be happening. We want the parents and kids of all ages from 7 to 70 to enjoy our institution. So the programming right now and the exhibitry is being broadened, and that's why we sort of tweaked it a bit on the title. It used to be the children's, it's now the new children's.
Sure.
But that's sort of like new improved tide.
Yeah, why not?
It's just a tweaking of that to communicate a new message to the region and to the state that we're back, we're vibrant, we're not going anywhere, and we're hoping that we get the support of the community, and that's why we reached down deep into our pockets to bring an extraordinary exhibit to our community.
We have to wrap up, but thank you so much, Bob Griesmer, CEO and president of the new Children's Museum in West Hartford. What's old is new again.
Right.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Jeff, so much.
Thank you for being here.